Everybody, welcome to Dream Right Go. I am your host, DWG. Let's get it. So, first off, this is not going to be one of those glitz and glam type of videos that I normally do with the graphics and all that. Quite honestly, that's just sometimes that just gets downright tiresome. So you're stuck with me. I hope that's okay. So I hope everybody's doing a good one, and I hope everybody is having a blessed day. Today we're going to be talking about nodes to script in Godot 4.4. Congratulations to Godot out there for releasing Godot 4.4. I see that you're also working on 4.5, and I think it's on dev release 1 or 2, something like that. Go check for yourself. In this project, I'm basing it off of this tutorial that I typed up here and put together. The understanding or what's happening here is that whenever you're dealing with creating your games, your programs, whatever it is that you're doing with Godot, a lot of times you'll see a folder structure. In those folder structures, you'll have a folder that literally has scripts in it, which is kind of separate from your nodes and that kind of thing. So as I was studying that and typing this all together, I thought that this might be useful for somebody out there. I got the notes and everything over here. If this is something that you find yourself interested in or would like this tutorial, then I would be more than happy to post it, put it down in the notes because I like to read notes. I ain't getting paid for none of this stuff. What I really like to do is actually read the comments and whatnot. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not monetizing anything. So if you like anything that I'm doing, simply conversate. That's all I'm looking for. Okay, so we will be using this here function right here, the get underscore node function, to find the node in the scene tree. In this tutorial, we will use the get underscore node underscore or underscore null function instead, which adds this a safety check to ensure that the node actually exists, and that way we have like kind of an error prevention type of thing in here. Now there's always better ways of doing things. I don't know if you're going to find this useful or not, but I hope you do. So let's go ahead and start off. I went on ahead and named the project. You see here that the create folder has been checked over. If I hit browse and go over into my folder where I have my Godot projects and all like that, I'm going to go ahead and choose Godot, and it will create the folder inside of here. So let's go ahead and select this particular folder, and let's hit create. After that, Godot will open up, and it should open up here pretty quickly. Okay, we're here. Now, we're going to go over to the 2D node section, and let me just get my notes out of the way here. I'll put it over here. All right, so straight off the bat, what are we going to do? We're going to start off with the 2D scene. We're going to click that 2D scene. I'm going to double click that to open it up, and I'm just going to name this as game root. Now, after I name this as game root, you'll see that it's selected. We are going to right click it, add a child node, and from here we're going to type in L, and I'm looking for label. Now, label has been selected. I'm going to go ahead and hit create. And inside of there, with label being selected, I'm going to double click label, and then I'm going to change the name. And I'm going to put a capital M and a Y to say my label. You can put whatever it is that you want in there. It's up to you. I'm just been naming mine my label. With this selected, look over to the right underneath the inspector. Underneath the inspector, you're going to see text. Now, for me, I'm going to put on here, hey, DWG, check your debug. Debug. And exclamation. You'll see why I'm putting that there a little bit later on. And as you can see on screen, that is there as well. Okay. Now, after that, I'm going to choose the game root, and I'm going to go ahead and hit Control S to hit save, right? Now, it's going to bring up this window, game dash root. We're going to go ahead and hit save to save it as a TSCN. Now, that has been saved. If I go ahead and I click this, you'll see that it'll come up with this message here. You've seen it before if you watched any type of Godot's, and it's letting you know that, what are you going to select as your main scene. What I like to do, I forego that, and I just go straight to the TSCN, and I right click it and choose set as main scene. I just do it from there, okay? Now, if I hit play, it'll just play. So let's go ahead and open it up. The program is running, and here we go. Hey, DWG, check your debug. This will mean something later on. Let's go ahead and exit out of there. And now we're going to go to, what are we going to do next? Now we're going to go over to the file system. I'm going to right-click and create a folder. And this folder here is going to be named, scripts. Now that I named this scripts, I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to go to the script folder that I just created. This is where we're going to hold our scripts, right? I'm going to right-click it and hover over Create New. Go over and then choose Script. We're going to click that. Now, in this section right here, the first thing we're going to do is underneath the inherits, we're going to change this node to node to D. Then for the path, instead of saying new script, I'm going to change this to game underscore and then take script out of here and change that to root, okay, .gd. We're going to go ahead and click on create. Now inside of the scripts folder, you will see that there we go. That's what we just created. I'm going to leave that open for right now. So let's go to the game root, which is going to be here. And then underneath game root, we want to go to the inspector and then look at the bottom. We have script. You'll see that it's empty. We want to grab this script that we just kind of created and put this into this place, right? So that the game root node is going to communicate with the script folder, right? All right, so let's go ahead and hit the down pointing caret arrow thing and hit load. And then here's the folder that we created. We're going to open that up. We're going to choose that, and then we're going to hit open. All right, so that has been opened. Okay, now we want to go to our script, and we're going to double click that. Let's double click it, and it's going to open up in the script, the Godot script editor or whatever you want to call it. All right, so we're going to leave this line here. That's going to be there. We're going to go down one line. Now, for the sake of, trying to be a little bit quicker here, as I don't type the fastest, we're going to just copy and paste. And then I'm going to hit Control S to save my code. Now, with my code here, you'll see that there's a variable called my_label. The value is where we're going to use that function, the get underscore node underscore or underscore null, and then it has the label name in there. Okay, find, this is my comments, find the my label node. That's what this does. Okay, if, because you got if else statements and all like that. So if this here, if this variable and what this variable has been assigned, or the value of the variable, if that is found, if this is found, then I want you to update the information in there, and I want you to change it from what I typed in there, which is, it said, hey, DWG, check your debug. I want you to change that to say hello from the script. So the comment here is update its text, okay? Else, now if else print error that my label is not found, okay? This should happen in the debug. And if it's not found, it should default to what I originally typed, which was, hey, DWG, check your debug, right? So let's go ahead and test what we have here right now. So if everything is right, we should get a message from the script that says hello from script. Let's go ahead and click on play. Godot runs, hello from script, perfect. And this is how it goes. Hello from script, because of this line right here, it found this and it changed the script. It updated it to this, right? Now, let's go ahead and close this. I'm going to go to the my label over here. I'm going to right click, or just double click, I guess. And then I'm going to take away the L. So let's take away the L. So now it's, my label without the L, right? So now it should not be able to find that. So let's go ahead and hit run. And when we do that, we get the message, which was the original message that says, hey, DWG, check your debug. Well, why am I checking my debug? Because I go down here, and in the debug section, error, my label node not found. Now, you know what? Let's do, I wasn't going to do this, but let's do this. Let's change the value that's inside of this function to match what I changed it over here. So what do you think is going to happen? Well, let's go find out. I'm going to take away the L. And then let's go ahead and hit Control S just to update to make sure. Godot does that kind of automatically, but to be safe, let's just do that. And now let's click on play. What's going to happen? Should it update the script to hello from the script, or is it going to give me the error message and all that other stuff? Let's go ahead and hit play. And here we go. Hello from the script. Why? Because I changed the value here inside of this function to match what I had changed it over here. Okay, so then if we go ahead and close that back down and I return the L there, and then Control S to save, let's go ahead and hit play again, and it should say to check the debug, which we checked the debug. Let's go ahead and close that again, and let's change the label over here. And I'm doing this on purpose just to kind of drill home the idea. So now that that has been changed to match what is inside of the code, let's go ahead and hit play. And what do we get? Hello from the script. And that will be that. Again, this is the, where did I put it? This is the tutorial here. If you want me to post it, then fine. If not, if anybody comments anything that says, hey, post it, I'll go ahead and post it. I hope that you find it useful. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. It's up to you. I'll check you guys out on the next one. DWG, I'm out of here. Dream, right, go.